was joined by Melanie Reynolds of Memorial Care Koki Mill today and a few other women, and they're here to tell you about the creation of the Nurse Honor Guard of Central Illinois. Where are my nurses at? Because now you are able to join this organization that honors you for the sacrifices that you make every day for caring for others. Let's go over to the couch and talk to them. I'm here today with the Central Illinois Nurse Honor Guard. We have Jenny, Melanie, and Sandy. And they're here to tell you guys about the Nurse Honor Guard because I feel like a lot of us don't really know what that is. So thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
So Melanie, do you want to start? Do you want to kind of tell us a little bit, what is the Nurse Honor Guard?
The Nurse Honor Guard is a group of retired and active nurses who volunteer their time to pay tribute to their fallen nursing colleagues at the time of their death. Or even at a living tribute if they are in a hospice type situation. We are a formal group that is similar to police, fire, and military honor guards. It's been established nationally since about 2003, and locally we are just now at about a year old.
And what are some of the services that you guys offer for your nurses?
So a typical tribute is free to the family, and that is coordinated through ourselves, the Central Illinois Nurse Honor Guard, and it is a free tribute to the family. You contact your funeral home, or if you know a nurse who is part of the Honor Guard or is wanting to become a member of the Honor Guard, you contact one of them, and then we as the group coordinate with the family and the funeral home for the service to be offered. We bring a group of typically 6 to 16, just kind of depends on the size of the location, to that funeral home or graveside or celebration of life. A tribute will look like
you guys have these beautiful capes,
yes.
And tell me a little bit about what a tribute consists of.
Yeah, so when we get there, we kind of gather and get our uniforms on, and Sandy will talk about our uniforms in just a minute. So we kind of have different roles during the service. A nurse will kind of gather some back history of the nursing history of where they worked, how long they worked, and what their role was, and we will give that description of their nursing service, kind of like their eulogy per se, but for nursing only. We will then roll into a part of the service where we recognize them as our colleague with presenting them with a white rose, and then from there we go into a formal tribute, which is a national kind of, everyone kind of presents the same way, and it's called They Were There. It goes through different kind of, there's different aspects of a nursing career that are touched on, like they were at the bedside when, the family got bad news. They were at the bedside when they got good news, and we respond with They Were There. And then there's, a little funny part of it that gets people, a laugh at times when selecting the best chocolate from the family's box of chocolates, so it kind of lightens the mood a little bit during the middle of the tribute. Once we complete that tribute, we are then releasing them of their, saying that they are there now at the greater one side. And then we go into a call to service where all the nurses that are present are called to service. We ring a triangle, that nurse steps forward. After they step forward, we then call the nurse that is being honored to service, and we ring that 3 times and they don't answer their call to service. So then we release them of their nursing duties. When we are done releasing them of their nursing duties, we present the family with a lantern that symbolizes nursing education. And then we close our ceremony with a nurse's prayer honoring all nurses in attendance by recognizing them as being part of our profession.
That's beautiful, Melanie.
Thank you.
That's very beautiful. So Sandy, can you tell me a little bit about the outfits?
Yes, we love our outfits. The color white has been prevalent in the nursing since about the 1900s. And then the cap came as a step for increasing your knowledge and increasing your nursing education, which is important. The cape started out in World War I, and it was to recognize the nurse on the battlefield, and you could see that they would be able to see us coming with their red.
Yeah.
And we love the uniform, as in other professions. When there's a special ceremony, they wear a special uniform. Well, this is ours, and it is to exemplify and stress the importance of the great, strong history of nursing.
Yeah.
And we're very proud of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And before we go, I want to know, how many years have you guys been in nursing? Jenny?
57.
57.
I hate to admit that, but
28.
51.
Well, thank you guys so much for what you do. Where can people learn more? You guys are going to see a barcode up on your screen. You can scan that. But what are some of the, do you guys have social media, website?
We do have social media. We are on Facebook. We have a nurses group that has about 800 nurses in there. So we post some general information about, nursing events. We try to, be present in the community. And then we have a main business-facing page, Central Illinois Nurse Honor Guard, on Facebook, and you can find us there and reach out to us for tributes on that page. And I just want to remind you, this is a free service to the families. We are nonprofit status as of October 28th.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.